So it's Mother's Day. So let's talk about how religions have constantly subjugated women to men. And I want to talk about this one in talking about the origins of Lilith. Now, I know in popular circles, Lilith is seen as an independent woman who has freed herself from the subjugation of men. And I can understand that if you really understand the origins of Lilith. Now, for most people, the origins of Lilith merely goes to the point of the Hebrew story in Genesis chapter 1. I believe it's around on the 6th day of creation. I forgot what verse that is, around 22, where it talks about man and woman being created at the same time. And this is oftentimes conflated as Lilith was the first wife of Adam. She would not submit. She didn't just want to have sex and be on the bottom. She wanted to be on top. She thought herself equal to Adam. Adam complained. So God dismissed Lilith and she went away, and God made her into a demon. And then later in chapter 2, God makes Eve from his rib and she's submissive to Adam. But yet the story is older than that. The story goes back to the Babylonians, the Assyrians. It goes back to the ancient Mesopotamians, where you had this demon that they call Lilith or Lily. Lilith or Lily was it was first seen, one of the first times seen in a poem by Inanna. And in this poem of Inanna, she's testing Gilgamesh, and she wants to build a throne out of a tree. And this tree is inhabited by a bird, a snake in the tree, and the Lilith, which is a evil spirit that they believe took away babies and hunted women who were pregnant and caused stillbirth. This is how they explained it in their era. Gilgamesh passes this by not being afraid of the Lilith. Now, in other stories, the Lilith is a demon, female demon, who tries to tempt man into prostitution, into illicit sex, who also stood in the doorway. This is why prostitutes stand in the doorway, who stood in the doorway and blocked the light to be able to block it from children being able to leave their rooms or leave the womb of a woman and cause stillbirth. This was a way of subjugating women because they wanted to make sure Inanna, and also she was the handmaiden of Ishtar, depending upon what culture, would never rise and have a throne and be equal to men. So these ancient Mesopotamian stories, Sumerian stories, are the true origins of Lilith, and is the true beginning of man's subjugation of women and keeping women down. We know that women are the nurturers, and we need a woman as we need a man.